The reason PR teams have an easy time spreading smear campaigns about Blake Lively and Amber Heard is because we make it easy for them. Influencer marketing is a female-run space and narrative, and we see that the opportunity to discuss and tear apart other women, their crime of being annoying, is something we can talk about for days, and people can use it to make them feel good about themselves, and it will spread itself like its own cancer. So it's interesting that people are saying, "Oh, I'm tired of being tricked." Part of this is actually, I think, a condition of our matrix. Like, the same reason propaganda works is because it's appealing to your racism. Stuff like this works is because it's appealing to our internalized misogyny. So it spreads like wildfire, not entirely because of the PR companies. Yes, they are insidious, and yes, they are obviously women. Notice how these PR like geniuses are women who know how to signal to other women to start talking shit about the woman. And it's so interesting because people are saying we need to have regulations. And I'm like, see, I actually, and I agree, but I'm not sure how you're going to regulate the internalized misogyny out of everybody to be like, because they got the ball rolling, but I remember it went on for weeks and weeks and weeks. And while I do think they initiated that, I was afraid to talk about Amber Heard because I don't know if you guys remember, I got lots of waves of men very upset about what I had said about that, which was saying that this whole case will not be good for women. And years later, sometimes people will comment, "Oh, you were right about Amber Heard, by the way." Yeah. So it's interesting when people are saying, "Oh, it's the same PR firm spreading the same smear campaign." I remember Amber Heard. I was there. I remember the vitriol I got for saying anything against the wave of what was happening. Me. So again, it's not just, again, I think that obviously the PR team is doing this like astroturfing thing, whatever. I don't know about the technicals of this. What I do know is that me, who is not the target from that, experienced an offshoot that was because of misogyny. So these are things that are built into like the ether, the IRL matrix that become punitive for us on here. And I don't know how you're going to I don't know what regulations and rules are going to make people stop wanting that, like in real life off screen, to the point where they see that the opportunity to do it on the screen. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I totally think, yeah, we need some kind of rule and regulation. What kind of regulation is going to tell all of the people individually who jump at the chance to tear apart women for every little thing? And it also is part of the market, like the influencer landscape, to do that. But it's so part of the ecosystem of, we gossip, we take down, we tear apart, we examine, to the point where I think sometimes people like Justin can fly under the radar as somebody who was actually the creep on set, but we don't have the information that we're seeing about it, so we can't talk about it. In the same way that when they're literally throwing candy to a baby, like resurfacing that Blake interview is throwing the influencer world a bone. So it's pretty insidious. But I also think that there would need to be some I'm not sure what kind of regulations would make people want to stop hopping on that. Because that is a big part of it. Like, yes, they shouldn't be able to get the ball rolling, but it's like, it's such a subtle suggestion can make a lot happen. And it is scary.